And there is no sin on you if you make a mistake therein, except in regard to what your hearts deliberately intend. This is a favor from Allah, glorious is He and exalted, that He will not punish because of mistake and forgetfulness, and He will not punish because of compulsion. This was part of what the previous nations were charged by way of punishing them. However, Allah showered mercy on this nation and eased its affairs because it is the Ummah of Muhammad, and they are the people of faith and submission to Allah the Mighty and Sublime, and they do not disobey Allah. When the Jews said, "We hear and disobey," Allah made things difficult for them. But when this Ummah said, "We hear and obey," Allah relieved them, and this is a favor from Allah. Hadith 40. Allah said, Allah's Messenger held me on my shoulder and said, "Be in this world as if you are a stranger or a passerby." So Ibn, may Allah be pleased with them both, would say, "When it is evening, do not await the next morning, and when you wake up in the morning, do not await the evening. Take from your health for your illness, and from your life for your death." Commentary. In this hadith, the Prophet held the shoulder of Ibn, may Allah be pleased with them both, in order for him to pay attention to what he would say to him. This shows his humility and eagerness to give admonition. He said, "Be in this world as if you are a stranger or a passerby." This advice is concise and one of the comprehensive speeches of the Prophet, entailing much meanings. Be in this world as if you are a stranger. That is, do not be delighted in the world and engage in it while forgetting your hereafter. A stranger is a person who is in a land other than his. If a stranger is in a foreign land, he is not happy therein. He does not crave for accommodation and continuous stay therein. He would rather be ready and prepared to return to his land at any time. The world is not an abode for the Muslim. The abode of the Muslim is the paradise. He was brought to this world in order to work for paradise, so he takes his need from this world to assist him work for the paradise. As for his seeking for this world as a goal in itself, he is only preoccupying himself with something that does not belong to him and is neither lasting. This is because the world does not belong to him. Be in this world as if you are a stranger. The condition of a stranger in a foreign place is well known. He will always remember his country and home. He would long for that and would hasten to return to his land whenever he could. His saying, "as if you are a stranger," that is like a stranger, that is to say, you should not be delighted in it and get preoccupied with it, giving it all of your thought and heart, because it is not your abode. You should rather live in it temporarily, waiting to return to your land. That is how the Muslim is a stranger in this world, because it is not his abode. The abode Allah has created for the believer is the paradise. Adam and his wife were both in the paradise. Allah made them live in the paradise. Then they both violated of Allah's order and both repented and regretted, and Allah accepted their repentance. But He rejected them from the paradise and sent them down to the earth, to an abode that is not really theirs. Likewise, the son of Adam, he longs for his first home, from which he was ejected in order to return to it. Then he said, or a passerby, that is the traveller. The traveller only relaxes during his journey, and thereafter he continues the journey without settling down. Thus the Muslim should be in this world like a traveller, and in reality he is a traveller and not a resident, because his duration in the world is short. He is actually proceeding to the hereafter. Days and nights pass by him to the hereafter. This is how the condition of the Muslim should be in this world. Like that of a stranger or traveller, his concern should be the return to his land, and the land of a Muslim is the paradise, so he should prepare for it. That should be his concern, and what motivates him to it. When Ibn Umar, may Allah be pleased with them both, heard the advice from the messenger, he said to the people and to everyone, when it is evening, do not await the next morning, and when you wake up in the morning, do not await the evening. If you wake up in the morning, do not postpone the good deeds till the night by saying, I will perform this action in the night. You should rather hasten to it and do it. Perhaps you may not reach the night. And when it is evening, do not postpone righteous deed and repentance till the morning. You may not reach the morning. You have nothing except the time in which you are. So hurry up and do not postpone righteous deed and repentance, as well as seeking for forgiveness to another time. Then he said, take from your wealth for your illness. This is part of the advice of Ibn Umar. When a person is in sound health and well-being, he is strong. He will be able to fast, observe the optional prayers in the night, go for jihad in the way of Allah, invite people to Allah and do good deeds. But if he falls ill, he will not be able to fast nor observe the late night prayers. He will not be able to do what he used to do while he was in sound health because of the sickness. Good health does not persist, so if Allah has given you good health, hasten to do righteous deeds, because a time will come when you will not be able to do it, either because of illness or old age and senility. He's saying, and from your life for your death, take from your life in this world for your death, prepare for death and what will come after death. Allah has given you this life for the sake of using it for what will benefit you in the hereafter, so do not use it for fun, amusement and pilling up debris. Use it only for what you will find in the sight of Allah. Glorious is He and exalted. Inferred this advice from the advice of the Messenger to him. So the Muslim is required to regularly bear this in mind, and so he will live in this world as if he is a stranger or traveller. He should not postpone good deeds to another time, because he may not reach the time, and he should not spend his good health and energy for fun and pastime. Similarly, he should not spend his life in fun and pastime, because he will lose soon, except if he utilizes these chances and opportunities for what will benefit him in the sight of Allah. Glorious is He and exalted. 41. May Allah be pleased with them both said, Allah's Messenger said, none of you truly believes until his desires follow that which I have brought. Commentary. He's saying, none of you truly believes. This negates faith of him. Then he said, until his desires follow that which I have brought, that is, what he desires should follow what the messenger came with, even though this hadith is disputable from the angle of its chain of transmission. An-Nawawi, may Allah have mercy on him, authenticated it, and others apart from him authenticated it as well. The Quran also attests to it. Allah the Exalted said,